Long, long ago, in a place far away, a foreign evil was brought to America as secret stowaways, contaminants of clover and alfalfa seeds, in the dark shadows of European ships, and began its takeover and infiltration of the land of the free. Now this villain is the #1 most noxious weed in Spokane County, exuding a deadly poison into the soil. And who is this evil villain? The spotted knapweed! For over 200 years, the evil has spread, choking the innocent native plants, draining the soil of its nutrients, and depriving some animals from their source of food. The vegetation that the poor elk, not only an umbrella species, but a keystone species as well, love to eat, is being maliciously stolen by this powerful villain. This plant may seem like an innocent, pretty flower, but this heartless villain infiltrates land and leaves the earth barren of everything that stands in its way.
The best information that I know of says kind of Eastern Europe would be where it originated. So that's about as specific as you ever really see. And it's known to be a seed contaminant, so typically in some kind of crop seed, probably grain seed, mostly into the northern Great Plains originally, and then it's kind of spread since then all throughout kind of northern North America, so from roughly North and South Dakota westward. Typically find it in rangeland or pasture land is where it causes some of the bigger problems. You don't typically find it in cropland unless it's some kind of no-till type setting. So usually it doesn't do good in an annual, if it's annually cultivated. So you might find it in some of the margins for that. But crop weeds, if it's going to be a weed in crops, it's going to tend to be something, maybe some forestry crops, or some no-till type crop production. What it does do, it's allelopathic, and so that means it secretes chemicals into the soil that inhibit growth of other species. And so that can be, both grasses, other forbs or herbaceous plants, trees, anything that grows around it. It essentially makes the soil more compatible for itself. It's usually very hard to control. Typically herbicides are about the only way that you're really going to be that effective. The key is finding it early and treating it when you first find it. So if you find just a couple plants, it's pull them out, get rid of them. So it does have a pretty good releases a lot of seed. So, and then I mentioned it's allelopathic. So one of the big problems you have after you go in and you spray herbicide and kill the spotted knapweed, you need to make sure that you get all the plants. Typically requires multiple seasons of retreating, but then your soil's conditioned for spotted knapweed, so typically it requires revegetation at the site. You have to come in and till your soil up, usually some kind of disturbance to help break those chemicals down, get them broken down in the soil, and then plant back whatever you're hoping to establish.
Many are unaware of this villain and unknowingly aid in its takeover. Brave souls have battled this evil, but it is only gaining power as it spreads. The effect will only continue to spread. The future is in your hands.